Welcome back, fellow tinkerers. What are we looking at here? Well, it's that same old cast iron block in this old Jeepster running high mileage. So what we're going to do is we're about to put in a mechanical oil pressure gauge. It currently has an electric oil pressure gauge, which is functioning, but I'm a suspect of it, as it seems to be reading awful high for such an old engine. We're approaching 200,000 miles on this old horse, and I'm not so sure the oil pressure is as good as it shows. So we're going to put in a mechanical oil pressure gauge so we can keep a better eye on it. Should it either be low or drop suddenly, we'll be in a better place to save the motor should something like that occur. So what you're looking at back there, just above that Wicks filter and just behind the distributor cap, is where the present oil pressure sending unit is attached to the block, and that plastic lead coming out into that covered plastic insulator right there is the existing setup. What we're going to do is break loose the sender, and we're going to set it up with a fitting so that we can run both electric and mechanical gauges. I'm not going to disconnect what's already in the dashboard. All right, stand by for future reference on that. Here we have our mechanical gauge, brand new right out of the box. The rear of the gauge has set up for the light connection, and naturally for the flow of oil from the crankcase up to the gauge. That's the line that comes with the gauge assembly, and you can see it's pretty light. It's designed for this application, but it's plastic and it has its weakness. So what we're going to do is we're going to insulate it by threading it through. That's just a piece of it, but a long length of 3/8 inch by 1/4 inch plastic tubing. This is hard plastic tubing. It's rated at a certain pressure to carry whatever you're running through it. It's usually for a household application, but we're going to use it to house that oil pressure line and keep things from going sideways. So stay tuned. We will be back. Okay there, folks. Here we go. We're going to fire up. There's a new mechanical gauge in conjunction. Let's get a little focus going there with the electrical gauge still on the dash. You can see it's not settling down when the key's in the off position, engine not running. That was part of the reason we wanted to install the mechanical gauge as well. See if we get an eyeball on both of them when we fire up. Here we go. There we go. We're at great pressure. And as you can see, we're running off the mechanical gauge. 50 pounds of pressure. Come right up to upwards of 60 when accelerated, just a touch. installation. The mechanical oil pressure gauge mounted on the dash, working in conjunction with the old oil pressure sending unit. Take one look from the outside, stand by 1 minute, let you get a look at it. Okay, there you have it. You see that down there is a plumber's answer to a mechanic's problem, tying in both the electric and mechanical sending unit. If you look between that small brass fitting and the insulated tubing, you see the oil rushing through that tube. There you have it. It's a home run. Mechanical and electrical oil pressure gauges work in unison. Keep an eye on the old goat. Later, folks. Hope you enjoyed it.